Hey, good afternoon. It's May 1st. I'm Greg with Liberty Figs and Apiary. Steve is mowing his lawn right now, so I'm going solo. I've been having a lot of problems with this box. I've reduced it down now to a single, and I know there's a queen in here. The last time I looked, I didn't see any eggs. It's only been a few days, so I don't know that we're going to see anything different. I am going to take a frame of larvae, I think, from one of my resource hives and at least put it in here. I think that I did a Damari split on this hive in the spring, and I expected it to make queen cells, but I didn't see any, but I think it made them and I missed it, and it swarmed, and I think that there may have been a couple after swarms because my numbers dwindled really quickly. I had a ton of queen cells and have researched that sometimes if you have too many queen cells, you can get after swarms, which is a swarm with a virgin after an initial swarm. So I'm going to just take a quick peek, see if there's eggs, put a frame of larvae in here. I'll probably be in and out pretty quick in this hive. Of course, there's not a ton of frames to look at, but let's go ahead and see what we got. Let's say hello at the front. A little bit of smoke. All right, there's still quite a few bees in here, so that's good. That's good. Don't see our queen on here. I think she's mated. She looks nice and plump. It might just be too early for her to begin laying. And I know that the mantra is, when in doubt, give it another week. And I'm certainly prepared to give them another week, but I want to see what's going on. So let's take a look, shall we? All right, this frame has got a lot of pollen in it and quite a bit of nectar. So that's all looking pretty good. They have been bringing in some pollen to suggest that maybe there is potentially some larvae in here. So here's to hoping. Let's get them pushed down a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, this is definitely a lot of pollen. This would be a good frame to see eggs on. However, I don't see a thing. Just all those old queen cells. And one hive beetle I'm gonna squish. So 10 points for me. All right. So they certainly do seem to be acting right. I do see a bee there with some pollen baskets. I'm going to take a peek down in here. I definitely don't see any eggs in here, unfortunately. So if she started laying, she hasn't certainly made it to that frame. I know she's in here because I saw her just a couple days ago. I didn't look hard to see if there were any eggs, but all right, I don't see her on this frame. Let me see if I can. It's hard to tell on these, on that dark comb. It almost looks like there's larvae, there are eggs in there, but it's so hard to tell. I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. So, number of bees from what it once was has dwindled so much. I mean, there's a fraction of the bees that were in here. I mean, this thing was exploding. Oh, we got eggs. And we have a queen. There's the queen right there. I found her. All right. You see her? She's got it laid up with eggs. So that's good. And I think I might wait to mark her. Let's go ahead and get her marked. Let's go ahead and get her marked. If I can get her to go back to middle of the frame. Oh, she's already in a good spot. Oh, they don't like me shaking. Let me reposition her a little bit there. Get out of the way. Look out. I can't get the bees away. All right, she's got a little mark on her, but I can't get the bees out of my way. All right, let me put her back in. And I do want to look at this frame just to see if there are eggs on that side as well. Oh, she's got brood in here. Or unless it's, no, this is the frame that I put in there. That's the frame that I had put in there. All right, so the eggs that I see, she just started. I mean, just in the last couple days. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to put this on the other side just because I don't feel like running any kind of risk of hurting her. All right, so, all right. She's well on her way, getting stuff laid. I might put a frame of brood in here. We'll see. We'll see from that other hive. So good news, this hive is finally queen right. And I'm finally happy about that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the resource hive. We'll take a look into both of those hives and see where that leaves us. I may come and put a frame from one of them in here just to give them a little boost and see if that helps them along. All right, I'm gonna end and post this video. I'll start up a second one on the resource hive in just a minute. All right, Greg with Liberty Figs and Apiary.